Hi, I'm Mily, I'm word travel hacker for Kiwi.com, and today I want to show you a feature from Kiwi.com that made our travel so much more easy and fun. Are you ready? So this hack is called Kiwi.com Stories. Here you can find so many useful tips that will definitely save you some money and make your travels more interesting. So since we were in Bangkok, Thailand, we found this amazing article and we followed some of the tips there. So our first stop was at this magnificent Grand Palace, and this is how it went. So now we are going to the Grand Palace, which is basically something like Wat Arun but bigger, I would say. And you need to get off just at Sinam Chai at this beautiful metro station. Just look behind us. It's so beautiful. It looks like the palace basically. Also, when you will get off the metro station, you will see a lot of tuk-tuk drivers. Please don't get in. Last time we got in and the tuk-tuk driver took us to some boat tour. And basically it costed us so much money, so please don't get in. It was a scam. So just go to Grand Palace by walk. It's just 15 minutes from the metro station. There is a control if you have covered your knees and your shoulders. So I had to buy this scarf to just cover my knees because they wouldn't let me in. Just bought tickets to the Grand Palace. We are in, and the tickets were 500 baht, which is around 13 euro. It's kind of expensive, but I mean the complex is very huge, so it's totally worth it. You should definitely visit this. The Grand Palace is a complex of buildings at the heart of Bangkok. The palace has been the official residence of the kings of Siam since 1782. The king, his court, and his royal government were based on the grounds of this palace until 1925. And around the whole complex, you will find these magnificent wall paintings. One interesting fact is that the Grand Palace was initially built of wood. While constructing the Grand Palace, the king ran short of funds and lacked building material. This made him resort to building the palace using wood. This is one of the main buildings in the whole complex. It's so stunning. Look at these details. It's everywhere, on every inch of this building. Like, it's amazing. Also, be careful, because the last entrance is possible at 3:30, so I would go there in the morning or in the early afternoon. Now we will be taking an English tour around the Grand Palace, and it's for free. There are so many tours that cost 300 baht or maybe 500 baht, which is quite expensive. This one is for free, and you can find it right beside the Grand Palace. And right at the exit you can visit this beautiful museum where you can find so many interesting things. Just look behind me. And here we are taking the bus to the theatrical performance, which was included in the ticket. Also, just be careful, the last performance is at 4 p.m. and you shouldn't definitely miss it. So the theater show just finished and it was complete madness. We saw so many dances from various periods, we saw so many costumes, so many masks. It was just amazing. Oh my god.
I love it. It was amazing.
You know, we wanted to do like massages here or like a cabaret or karaoke, but we would never imagine that we would see theater, and such a great theater. Actually one of our best experiences here in Bangkok so far. And our second stop was at the famous floating markets. You can find so many floating markets near Bangkok. However, thanks to the Kiwi.com, we learned about this one and it was completely worth it. So now we are heading to the floating markets from Mae Klong. There are the train markets here. The tickets costed us just 20 baht, and they will take us there by these buses behind me, and they are going there every 20 minutes, so it's very easy to get there. So we are heading to the floating markets, but honestly that was such a crazy experience because the bus dropped us at some very scammy place where people were asking us 500 baht to get us to the floating markets by the boat. But honestly, the floating markets were like 15 minutes by boat from us, so we were like, no, we are going there by walk. But they were running after us like, oh, okay, stop, we will give you a discount, 100 baht per person. So we didn't pay 500, we country, and they promised us to take us around for 1 hour. So just be careful when you will take the bus. It will probably take you to some scammy place, and it's not like a scam, but they are asking you very high prices for, let's say, something that you can do on your own. So just be careful. We bought coconut ice cream and it's so delicious, just for 60 baht. There are so many boats around us, and I think that we arrived to the real floating market. So we got another food, which is coconut pancakes. It was 80 baht, but we said like 60, and they gave it to us. So don't hesitate to handle with them.
Despite the so-called scam at the beginning, it was a very nice experience. We have so much respect for the sellers on the boat. Some of them even cooked there, and in that heat, it is probably not easy at all.
Thanks to Kiwi.com's stories, our trip was so much easier, and we definitely saved some money too. Don't forget to follow Kiwi.com for more travel tips. See you in the next video. Bye!